Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. I bet you're probably expecting a live video. Maybe you already knew because I did announce it, but I normally have a live video every Tuesday. I'm in a class, sorry, I'm in a class and I cannot be here live, so I pre-recorded for the next 2 weeks your Tuesday night. But my Thursday, which is normally a premiere, will be live just for the next 2 weeks. I flip-flopped them. So I will be monitoring comments. I'm in a class. I can text. I can't do a video and be in a class. So I will be monitoring. So if you have any questions during this live premiere, please put them in the comments. If you're brand new and you've never joined us, please let us know you're here. We love to welcome you. Our Tuesday night crew is amazing, and I'm sorry that I couldn't be live performing the project, but I will definitely be answering questions and speaking with you guys in the comments, so don't miss out on that. And then Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, join me live, and I will be making another project with this fantastic little set. So let's talk about Inky Hands Crew membership, shall we? The name of my business is Inky Hands Warm Hearts, and I have an Inky Hands Crew membership. It is so fun. It is a group of ladies that support my business. They may be hobby demonstrators from other countries. They just want to help support me and have me bring more videos because they take ideas from me and receive a lot of ideas. And since they are hobby demonstrators or they live in other countries and they have to purchase Stampin' Up in their own country, they cannot support me by purchasing Stampin' Up. And so they have chosen to join this crew. Now, you could be my customer and still join the crew. It's a really fun group. We do color challenges and sketch challenges. And every single Friday, you will receive 2 video tutorials in your inbox. I do want to point out that it is super important that you subscribe to my newsletter. So go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, click on membership, read the information on that page before you sign up, and make sure that you are signed up for my newsletter and that you are you respond back to the welcome email you'll get after you pay for membership. I send you a welcome email, and I want to make sure that when you get that, that you respond back to me, because there's just a few things I need to do to get you into the group so that you can participate in the sketches and color challenges. And I need you on my newsletter so that I can send you your video tutorials on a weekly basis. But anyway, with that being said, we have a lot of fun. It's a great group of women. I'm sure in the chat right now, they're telling you how awesome the crew is because it is so much fun. I definitely spoil my crew members because they are the ones that are always there for me, supporting me and helping me to bring you these videos. So if you want to be spoiled by me, join the crew. It's only $7.99 a month, which is literally the price of a Starbucks. And since we're using this cute little set this week, More Than Autumn, that shows basically like a little Starbucks Frappuccino or a Starbucks, you know, mochaccino, or, you know, all those kinds of drinks. I don't know what you guys drink. Let me know actually what you drink in the comments. I would love to know what your go-to coffee drink is if you are somebody that loves that. But anyway, it's literally the price of one less in the entire month, and you can help support my business and get additional videos and be spoiled. All right, that's enough about the crew. If you have questions, I'd be happy to answer them in the chat. All right, the Card Fiesta is a class that I do every other Saturday. We just had it this past Saturday that passed on the 5th. Our next one will be on the 19th, and I would love to have you join. If you are ever in the Virginia Beach area or you're local to the area, I would love to have you participate. So just let me know that you would like to come. I need an email at Kelly, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and let me know that you would like to join us. I will get back with you with all the information that you need, what to bring, and all of that. RSVP is mandatory, and there's a class reservation fee because I can only take so many people, and if I have to turn somebody away and you don't show up, I have to have some kind of way to compensate for that. But yes, so anyway, it's a nominal fee, and it is applied to your class at the end. So yeah, just let me know via email that you'd love to come. I would love to have you. Like I said, our next one is the 19th of October. And if you vacation in the area and you plan on being here for one of the dates that we have Card Fiesta, I would love to have you. Just send me an email. Let me know when you're going to be here, and I'll let you know when the closest Card Fiesta is to your vacation. All right, guys, let's move on. Starter kit. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that we're having a starter kit special this month. Normally you get $125 and you only have to spend $99. You don't have to pay shipping on the $125, and you can pick anything you want from the catalog for $99 and tax, whatever your tax is in your state. It's only open to US demonstrators. We can only recruit in our own country. And so I would love to have you join my team, be a preferred shopper or a happy shopper, whatever you want to call it. But basically it's like an Amazon Prime membership, right? You pay your $139 a year so that you get free shipping. Well, this is a membership like Costco or BJ's or whatever Sam's Club in your area. You pay a fee and then you get to shop, right? So you pay a fee and then you get a discount on everything you order. And the only thing you need to do to maintain your membership is to make your minimums. And if you don't, you just become a regular customer like everyone else. There's no penalties, there's nothing. So it's just a happy shopper group, and I would love to have you on my team. We have so much fun together. We've been doing swaps. We're actually doing this month a Boo Basket, which is similar to Secret Santa, where you get the name of somebody and then you make things in that theme or buy things in that theme, and then just put it in a cute little box, package it up, make a cute little card, and send it to them just as something fun, because it's always fun to get something other than bills in the mail, is it not? So we're going to do that with my team this month. And we get together. We did mystery sampling the last meeting, and that's always fun. So we have a lot of fun together. We meet on Zoom because I have people all over the country. You don't have to be local to be part of my team. I have somebody in Delaware and North Carolina and Wisconsin. And I think this month I'm going to have somebody from Pennsylvania. So it's like so exciting, right? To have people from everywhere. We get to still get together, gather, and meet and have a good time. So anyway, please join my team. I would love it. So if you have a wish list of $155 and you want to only pay $99 for that, then please join my team. All right, guys, that's enough. Let me get off that soapbox. This is the last week for Paper Pumpkin. If you would like to subscribe to the Nest of Christmas, you have until the 10th, which is Thursday. And I would love to have you be a brand new subscriber. If you've never tried Paper Pumpkin, you can get it this month for 40% off. You'll go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, click on shop, pick Paper Pumpkin. On that page, there'll be a button that takes you to the page to sign up. And you can, at that point, enter a code that says Holiday 40 and subscribe for your first box at 40% off. All subsequent boxes will be at $25 a month, and it's really a lot of fun. So it's always fun to get a surprise in the mail, and you never know what you're going to put together. So Holiday 40 is the promotion. And speaking of Paper Pumpkin, we have quarterly dies that go and coordinate with the Paper Pumpkin. So the October one will have the word Merry. The November will have this cute little tag, and the December will have a fern leaf. So if you need these, you can find them in my online store. The only way to get them, though, is you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So join with Paper Pumpkin, get your first kit at 40% off, and then you can purchase that little set of dies for $12. Let's talk about our kits collection. So every month we have 2 new kits. It's like Paper Pumpkin, but you get to actually see what's coming in the kit. So for the month of October, we have up to 30% off all the kits in the kit collection. So you can go to my website, and when you get into my online store, you're going to look for the kits drop down, and all the kits will be loaded there with their discount price. So the 2 new kits for October, started on October 1st, was the Alpine Air Kit, which is, you can see, beautiful scenery. It's $22 normal price, $19.80 is the discount. 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. It is a stamping kit, so you get a stamp set with that one. And then we have a look back kit, which is a journal or scrapbooking. It's a non-stamping kit. All of the ephemera is already in there. There's actually sticker sheets and such. It has 30 double-sided pages in this little journal. And this is what comes in that kit. So I like to print it out to show you guys. So you're going to get all this ephemera. This is some word ephemera, some image ephemera. These are stickers. You have some gold foil stickers and then some black letter stickers, some hearts and things like that attached onto that letter sticker. And then you have different frames, different pieces to just make this little scrapbook journal your own. So I'm really excited about it. I love scrapbooking and it's always lots of fun. So I'm excited about that. And then last month's kits were the Christmas ornament kit and the card keeper kit. So check those out in my store. I have one more kit available for Stamp Camp. You were supposed to sign up by the 30th, but this is the absolute last final week, because if I mail this to you, if you sign up by Friday, I should be able to still get it to you in time for the Stamp Camp. But if I cannot get it to you, you can do it right after Stamp Camp, because we don't work on our actual make and takes during Stamp Camp. We teach you alternate projects. So you can work on them at any point. And actually the weekend of the 20th, we will be getting together. I have a Stamping with Friends Zoom night. And if you're interested in hanging out with us and coming to that, that will be on the 20th of October. So just have to send me an email and let me know you'd like to come so I could send you the Zoom link that night. Actually, it's in the afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. Just send me the Zoom. I'll send you the Zoom link and you can join us. So that's Stamp Camp. Also, the design team that I'm on that does the Stamp Camp, I also have a bunch of PDFs, so go check out my PDF tutorial store under shop and see what is available there. And I have some paper piecing patterns. Halloween 2024 is my newest one, so check those out. And I think that's it for announcements. So the little stamp set or bundle that we are using this week, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it, is in the mini catalog. And of course, why would I flag it? Hello? But it's on page 49. I just have to find the page. Here we go. So this is our bundle for the week. It is an adorable set, and I hope that you guys will totally love the projects that I make. If you join my membership, I'm telling you right now, you are going to get additional projects and you will love it. Do not miss out. If this is a set you love, try the Inky Hands Crew before Friday, because that's when I send them out. So you'll have to sign up at some point on Thursday. Remember, I'm Eastern time, so don't make it that I'm in the bed asleep, because I won't see it. So do it in the daylight time for me. So really, if you want to be it, join by Wednesday. That way for sure you'll know that you're in. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to show you, I'm going to put all these flyers away, and I'm going to show you what we're making today. So much fun. So today is this Keurig coffee pod holder. You know, the K-Cups, those are super fun and people still use K-Cups. So I found these Donut Shop coffees. Actually, I think these are from Walmart, or they might be from Aldi. I'm not sure, because we sometimes buy at Aldi as well, but I think they're from Walmart. And I thought, oh my gosh, how perfect. I have to use the donuts from this cute little stamp set here and make this holder. So you can see it has a little coffee cup and a donut, and it says, "You had me at pumpkin spice and donuts." So let's get started, and I'm going to teach you how to make this really fun little holder. So inside here are the little pods. So I've decorated them, and they just fit in here, and then you can give that to a coworker or to a friend, a neighbor. This is such a fun gift just to brighten somebody's day. All right. So we are going to start with a sheet of 8.5 by 11 in Early Espresso. That is the color I chose for the base of my box. And we are going to score. We're going to start on the short side, so the 8.5 inch side. And we're going to score this at 2 inches and at 6.5. All right. Then we're going to turn it to the long side. We're going to score at 4, at 6.25, at 8.25, and at 10.5. All right, so once again at 4, 6.25, 8.25, and 10.5. Let's go ahead and burnish on all our score lines. If you guys know me at all, you probably know what always comes next on my videos, because it's very important to burnish the lines that you score so that your boxes come together so easy. So we're going to work our way down, and we're going to burnish on all of these lines. When you have a skinny piece, you have to be a little more careful that it lines up. So just be a little gentle and delicate. Hold your corners in place so it doesn't go wonky on you. It's much easier to do with a thinner piece. Okay, so there's all my score lines. You can see them. So the raised pieces we are going to dispense of. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is we're going to get rid of these 2 skinny wide sides, and I'm going to angle cut this skinny piece, which is where we're going to attach onto. So I'm going to angle cut there and there, okay, on that middle panel. And then I'm going to cut away the score line. So I'm going to cut to the right of that score line right there. And on the left side, this time on this side. And right there. Okay, so this is going to be our tab. Now we're going to cut up these 2 lines right here. Okay, so let's do that next. And I always like to get rid of the score line. It's too thick, it gets in my way. I'm not really a fan, so I'm just going to cut right up to it, and I'll show you how I trim that away with my nice paper snips in a minute. I used to pull them, but sometimes I would run into problems. So my new thing is not to pull them. I cut them away, and I'm going to show you. So we're going to cut here and on this side. And then the same thing right here. All right, so now I'm gonna flip this to the other side, and see the little score lines that I'm getting rid of? We're gonna stand those straight up, and with our paper snips, because they cut to the tip, we're just gonna snip them away. And I'm gonna put them over here with all of my discard. Whoops, I pulled that one worked out, but I might have to cut that fuzzy because I did that. But anyway, it's fine. So that's that part. Now we have one final score line, the part that has this big section. And what I want to do is I want to tab here. I want it to be about 1 inch long, and you can just eyeball it. So you're going to cut here, okay? And then you're going to cut this part away. So we're going to just take our scissor, come straight down on the left side of the score line, and this is going to be a tab. So now we want to cut this part here like we did with the other and get rid of that piece. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. But what we're going to do to help us get it about the same size is we're going to take this piece, we're going to hold it on here, okay? And we're going to hold it in place. I'm going to hold it from this side, and then I'm going to bring my scissor in and bring it right, whoops, right up against that line, and I'm gonna get the same, approximately the same amount, okay? It's just a better way to eyeball it. And then we're gonna cut on this side, get rid of that score line. And these pieces I will actually save because they're big enough that I can die cut something with, emboss some words or whatever. So that will be saved. Everything else is gonna get discarded. And again, I'm gonna finish this last little tab here. All right, now let's trim this piece away. Now, if you have Stampin' Up's 1 3/4 inch circle punch, you will note that it's a bigger circle punch than this one I'm showing you right here, which is not a Stampin' Up one. I have this one and a Stampin' Up one, but I have lent it to somebody. So I don't have mine right now. They have it, which is fine. But if you have the Stampin' Up one, I just want you to know that you're going to be able to punch your circles here absolutely perfect. There's not going to be any issues, okay? But because this is a smaller punch, when I open and put it in, it won't go all the way in. You see how there's like a score line right here? But let me show you with the 2-inch punch, okay? If I put this in, see how it goes all the way in because it's a bigger punch? But I need 1 3/4 inch sized holes, not 2-inch. So if you have the Stampin' Up one, that's this color, you're going to be able to slide it in and punch your holes. If you have the smaller version because you never bought it when Stampin' Up had it, and actually it's back now, so that's why I have 2 different ones, because I had this one before Stampin' Up was selling it. Now Stampin' Up has it back, and I have the one from Stampin' Up as well. But this is a smaller punch. You see how much smaller it is? So this one won't reach as far. So if you're going to use that one, which is what I have to use, which in a way I'm kind of glad that I am using it, you're going to take from the scrap, and you can do it from these pieces that you cut away here, okay? You're going to punch your 1 3/4 inch circles, and you need 2 of them. I did it on my first one, so I don't need to punch it right now. And on the part where this little tab is, you're going to position them where you want them to be, how much space you want in between, all that good stuff. And you're going to take a pencil, and you're going to mark your circles. Hopefully this pencil is writing because I can't tell because it's such a dark piece. I think it is, yes. And I'm just going to make sure that I have enough pencil, because you know sometimes mechanical pencils you think you're still drawing but you're not. It's the plastic tip that you're using. All right, let's get this last one. All right, good. So now we have our circles. You should be able to see them there with my lighting in my room, okay? And you are going to punch. Now, because I have the, what do you want to call it? The smaller punch with me today. And if you don't have the Stampin' Up one, you will also have the smaller punch. It's going to cut some of this piece that you're going to use to glue this box down. So I'm going to show you how to fix that, okay? But if you have the Stampin' Up one, you don't want to bend this in place. You just want to bring your punch in and punch your holes, okay? Let me show you how this one would work, okay? If you had the bigger one, see, you would just punch your holes right there, okay? But we don't have the bigger one today, so I'm going to show you how to do it if you have the smaller size 1 3/4. You're going to fold this back, and you're going to go ahead and punch. And when you punch, I promise you, it's going to punch a divot out of your piece. I'll show it to you in a minute. Let me punch both of them. So you're going to line up on your little pencil marks, and you're going to punch. Okay, and see how it cut a little divot out of both of my pieces, okay? So if you save the little edges that we cut off right here, all right, and you have the smaller punch, you're gonna glue it on this side here, okay? So what you wanna do is you wanna grab and remove the thick edge. on both sides. Remember, when you make a score line, it kind of does a little indentation, so you need to get rid of that. And now you're going to have these two little pieces, scraps, okay? And we're going to, oh, I just threw one away and I didn't mean to. Hopefully my trash can, yes, my trash can grabbed it quite nicely for me. All right, let me grab my silicone mat so you can see a lot better. All right, so we're going to put adhesive around these pieces, okay? And no one is going to see this part, I promise you. All right, it's going to be hidden. And you're going to cover up that. Make sure that my glue didn't dry. I want it to stick good. And cover up. All right. And now you have a piece that has room to really glue without those little divots showing. And it doesn't matter if it's not even, if it sticks out, because no one's going to see this part. It's going to roll up and be attached like this, so no one's going to see it. And you want the rough side on the outside, not the inside, because when you pull the cups open, if you have this little dirty part, no one's going to see it here, but they might see it from the inside. So just make sure that you cover it up the way I did. So now, like I told you, we're going to roll this up. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and erase our pencil marks if we didn't perfectly do that. We don't want those to show. So let's remove those first. Second, we're going to add our designer series paper to this front panel and to this back panel. And we're also going to corner around these bigger corners. So I'm using the detailed trio punch, and you can use any corner rounder that you choose. So those are rounded. I'm using the designer series paper that's in the scrapbook brochure, and it is called Sweet Days of Autumn. And this is the pattern that I've chosen, okay? And it's really, really pretty. So we're gonna have two pieces of designer series paper, and then this is just a scrap, okay? So the two pieces, one is gonna go right here on the other side of this, and this one is going to go up here. So the larger one is going to go up here. So it has to be corner rounded. So let me give you the dimensions of these two pieces. One is 2 inches by 4 1/4, and one is 1 3/4 inches by 4 1/4. All right. So the bigger of the 2 inch by 4 1/4 is going to get corner rounded on the 2 top edges. Okay. Because we're going to glue that right here at the top where we're going to roll this in, okay? So let's put the glue on that piece first. So pretty, this paper. It looks so good against that really dark brown of the espresso. So it's not going to be 100% perfect match, but you want to get it as best you can on all your edges. So there's that. Now, we're not going to put it right here because that would be the inside. So we need to flip it over where the side that doesn't have it, and right here is going to go your 1 3/4 inch piece, okay? So let's add our adhesive. And then I said I had a scrap piece of the same DSP. Now, if you buy a coffee pod and you like the colors and it matches really well with the colors that you're doing, then you don't need to cover your coffee pod pieces. But I thought that it should all be cohesive and match. And so I wanted, this is how this is going to glue here, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and attach onto the little rough pieces that we glued onto, remember? Just make sure that we have some glue because that's where it's going to stick. We're going to hold it so that this rounded part is up, and now you can see this piece. We're going to pull this down and we're going to attach this. And you see how no one is going to see those pieces because now they're covered up. And I just want to let it sit for a second. And while it's setting and that glue is adhering right there, I like to use my roller, you guys know. So I'm going to do that, but then I'm just going to let it sit to the side. And with my scraps, the top of my K-cups are 2 inches. So I'm taking my 2-inch circle punch and I am placing it in my punch, and there's one, and number 2, okay, so there's my second one, and those are the covers. This is trash. Those are going to cover your piece. Now the really cool thing is they're just going to have to take the little donut off the top, but the rest of it will be fine, because Keurig pokes a little hole and it'll go through this paper. So I'm going to show you how to glue it so you don't get glue in your coffee, okay? So you're just going to go around the outer edge, and you want to get it close to the edge, okay? And do both of them at the same time. It's just easier to do them instead of having to re-glue. We're going to layer one and then the other. All right, and you're going to just grab your little circle and add your 2-inch to the, oops, Lord have mercy, add it to the top. And then you're going to turn it upside down on your work surface and let it sit. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Add it to the top of your coffee and turn it upside down and let it sit while we're working on the rest of our box, okay? So much fun we're having. Are we having fun, guys? I'm having fun. All right, this is so exciting. Okay, so now we're going to close our box. So I'm going to show you how to close our box, okay? So we're going to put all of our pieces together and close. So this front panel has the shortest piece, so it has to be sandwiched in between. This piece here, we're going to just let it float inside. We're going to add our adhesive. Okay, and we're going to start with the bottom. Then we're going to put the top. And we're going to sandwich that little one in the middle. Okay, so I'm putting on these 2 big panels. I'm going to bring this little one in, just like that. And then I'm going to try and get this really close to this edge. Okay. And then this is our last sandwich, okay? So all we're going to do is turn it this way. Open our piece, make sure it's nice and square, and use our bone folder to press and grab this little panel, okay? Do that one more time, okay? So this is going to come in. It's going to get some adhesive. Then our bottom panel is going to be next, which is this one. All right, we're going to square that up. We're going to put some adhesive on this smaller side. I actually did it the other way last time. It doesn't matter. This is the short one. It doesn't go all the way, okay, because it's a little shorter this way than this way. And then lastly, you're going to attach this piece. So just make sure that this one has the best amount of glue and that you have it all the way to the edge. All right, and you're going to press that down. And now I'm going to press it this way, and I'm going to put my fingers in these holes and just really make sure, since I can't put my bone folder through, that this side also holds. There is our holder. How cute is this? Is it not the cutest? Okay, so these pieces should be good now. I mean, they've been upside down, they've been working. Okay, so there are our little coffee pods. Okay, we're doing good so far. All right, let's work on our sentiment. I'll bring you this one. Our sentiment, our little coffee, and our donut, and then our donuts for the top. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about what blend colors I used, but I am not going to use them or color for you today. I have done all of that work. Now, you can see there, I have a stamped piece that looks kind of weird. It's a scrap piece of old olive cardstock, and I stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black this image here, the cup. Okay, and hopefully everything's there. We'll see in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna fussy cut this out because I want it to be the sleeve for my cup. See? Like that. So I'm gonna grab my scissors and I'm gonna cut on the outside of the black line. I'm not leaving a border like I normally do when I fussy cut. I'm just gonna try my very best to follow the very edge of that black outline and not have any old olive exposed on the outer side. And we'll just work our way through, and then I'll have to round this little corner because it's rounded there a little. Okay, so there is that piece. Okay, this gets discarded. It's just a scrap. All right, and I have already colored my cup. So in order to get this shading, what you need to do is you need to take your darker colors, and I'm gonna tell you what all the colors are that I have used for all these pieces, okay? Let's glue our sleeve on first, and then I will tell you all of the colors. So for the cup itself, I wanted it to be a colorful cup and really cute, kind of like an orange cup was used for this cup of coffee, and that the sleeve was this old olive color. Okay, and the colors that I used to color that little cup was pumpkin pie light and peach pie dark. Okay, so pumpkin pie light, even though it's a lighter version, it's still the darker color that you see on these pictures. So I started with pumpkin pie. I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool to point out to you. And I used the light pumpkin pie, and I colored there and along this edge and a little bit up here, okay? And I also filled the lip of the cup, this part. Then on the bottom, I did it underneath where that sleeve piece would be, down here and across with the light pumpkin pie. Then I took the light peach pie, which is one of our in colors, and I colored the rest of the cup and blended that darker color in with a little bits of circular motion, okay? And that's how I got my cup. Now, my whipped cream was stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black. In fact, all of these were stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black. And the color that I have used here for the cute little cream on top of my cup is, let me think, it's the caramel. It's number 500, which is out of the medium blends combo pack of the natural tones blends, the ones that are all the naturals from like peach to brown, that whole series. So it's from the medium blends, the medium one, not the deep medium, not the medium light, but the medium one. And it's number 500. And we are going to glue that. You can see I stamped the other side. I didn't like my impression, so I re-stamped on the opposite side. Thank the Lord for different, you know, sides to paper. So we're going to add our little caramel, okay? Now for the straw, on my cute little cup. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. What did I use? I used peach Peach Pie Light, and I die cut that out, and I'm gonna add just to the bottom here a tiny little bit. I'm gonna add my straw on this side underneath. Okay, isn't that so cute? I love that you have a little straw that comes out of your cup. Now my my little heart was done with pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use a dimensional. I was looking over there, but I have them next to me. I'm reaching. And all you need is a mini dimensional on that heart. And you're just going to add the little heart here. Now, my little pumpkin for my pumpkin spice latte here is dark Cajun craze and dark pumpkin pie. And again, I'm just going to use a mini, actually two, because this one's a little bigger than the heart. 2 mini dimensionals fit perfect. So I'm just gonna do those, and there it goes, so that you know what kind of latte you have there, the pumpkin spice. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and add adhesive to the back, and it's going to be dimensionals, but I'm only going to do it to the cup area, not to this part here. Okay, so we're going to grab some dimensionals. And we're all, see, look, I just told you what to do and I didn't do it. I didn't listen. So we're just going to do it to the cup. So we're going to put one down there and one there. All right. And then our donut is going to be flat glued, but I'll tell you what I used for this donut. I used 600, which is also part of the medium blend combo pack, for the actual cake part of the donut. And then the icing was light granny apple green. I didn't shade it at all. I just colored with one color. So let's go ahead and glue these pieces, and then we'll talk about the other. So we're just working stage by stage. This donut is going to get glued straight down right here. So cute. I love it. Right about there, kind of halfway a little. Okay, isn't this precious? And then let's go ahead and pull the backs off of our Stampin' dimensionals, and we'll add our little pumpkin spice latte to the front. Okay, so I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna leave, I want it a little bit to show here, and I want to overlap, but I still want it kind of centered, so I'm gonna maybe move it up a hair, maybe there. Oh my gosh, decisions. All right, I think that's good. So there is the front with my pumpkin spice latte. Now we're going to decorate these. So in this die set, I'm going to show you, there's some tiny words. This one says coffee, and this one says latte, and I use coffee. I cut 2 of those. One, I'm out of early espresso, and then our donuts, I'm going to tell you what I use to color those in. And those are going to get attached onto the tops with dimensionals, because I want them to be easier to pull off. And this wet adhesive is strong, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the ends of this, and I'm just going to put a couple dots of the word coffee, but I'm going to put it in a place that it's not going to obstruct the K-cup. All right, so let's see, I'll put it right here. Right on this end, right there, it says coffee, okay? Let's do the other one. Flip it over. That's why I use this little silicone mat, because if I get glue on it, no big deal. Wipes off with a baby wipe. I don't mind glue on my fingers. I just wash my hands when I'm done. I always have baby wipes next to me, so I usually wipe my hands with that, and I feel fine. I'm going to actually grab this with tweezers, though. And we're going to go ahead and attach our coffee to the top right here. So now we have both of our little tiny words, coffee. So cute. Okay, now comes our dimensionals on the back, and I'm going to tell you the colors that I colored these donuts with the chocolate icing. So the chocolate iced donuts had the same color, 600 for the actual donut I can't even think what I want to say. The donut cake part, right? The icing was a chocolate icing. So I'm putting 5 mini dimensionals, if you haven't counted, on each of these little donuts. So I don't want the rings to sag. And I used the 200, which is part of the Deep blends pack. Okay. So when you go to the Natural Tones blends in the website, you want to look for Deep, type Deep, and it'll come up. Probably some stamp sets maybe will come up. I don't know. But definitely that's what you want. So we're going to grab this and we're going to add our little donuts. And I'm kind of bringing them down. And what's really cute is I wasn't thinking this, but when John saw this project, he said, you know, that looks like a donut on a plate. And I never thought that. That was like the last thought I had. That's so funny. All right, so the next thing that I did was I wanted it to say, you had me at pumpkin spice ampersand donuts, which is why I love this set. You can do so many different sentiments. Grateful it's finally pumpkin season. Love you more than pumpkin spice. Love you more than hot cocoa. You can put you had me at. You could put nothing's better than autumn. Nothing's better than apple cider. And then you could put except maybe you. This calls for pumpkin spice. This calls for apple cider. Like, it's so cute. And you can put hello pumpkin or to my pumpkin, or autumn is the best, apple cider is the best, fall season is the best. There's so many possibilities. So just have fun with this set. And because it's called More Than Autumn, that means it comes into, you can take it into Christmas. You can see there's cocoa and cider and eggnog and things like that. So, oh my gosh, so many possibilities for this cute set. But so what I wanted to do is I wanted it to say, you had me at pumpkin spice and donuts. There's that one, okay? So what I did was I took one of my larger blocks and I laid it down like this and I lined it up. And then I stamped it on a scrap paper to make sure it was straight. And then I straightened it up, moved it around until I had it just right. And then I stamped, you had me at pumpkin spice and donuts all at one time. And I stamped that in pumpkin pie on a piece of peach pie cardstock. This is one of our in colors. And now we're just gonna fussy cut the sentiment out, okay? So let me move that out of the way. And you guys can watch me fussy cut out, I guess. Let's start here on the word spice. I don't know. I don't know where I want to start. But I'm just leaving a little border all the way around. And I want to come back here and leave kind of a rounded instead of a squared edge on my cute words here. So do the same thing, leave yourself a little rounded edge and then come in and then bring it back out just like we did there. And I'm going to bring it down and around the word pumpkin. And you can see I'm just curving around my letters, trying to leave approximately, I mean, I am not perfect by any means, the same amount. And I don't want all this extra paper, so I'm going to come in a little bit around the word pumpkin, and then I'm gonna come back. You'll see here. That will eliminate a little bit of that extra bulk and make it a little more streamlined that you can read my sentiment a little better. And then we're gonna go around the word donuts. We're almost there, guys. We're in the home stretch. All right. And we'll go here and around that little T and then back. And then finish up my E and spice. I always like to round at the end so it's not sharp. All right, fussy cut done. One more set of dimensionals because, you know, I can't put enough dimensionals on my projects. Literally, I'm going to use all of these end pieces, or I'm going to try to. I like using these ends because they work out so well. See, when you have pieces like this. So, I like using them. All right, and now I'm gonna put one down the middle, like this. And then I just need right here and right here, and I'm gonna use the minis. I don't know. I don't think it went up high enough. There we go. All right, just don't mind my crazy dimensional obsession. All right, so let's add, get these off. Here we go. We're doing our good job. We're almost there. One more. All right. And this is the final, the finishing touch, the fun part to complete our cute project is we're going to add our sentiment right here. You had me at pumpkin spice and donuts. Just make sure it's straight. There it is. Oh, so cute. What do you guys think? I should have left a tiny bit more room, but it's okay. This one I left too much. This one's almost perfect, but it's just a smidge too close. Hey, I'm not going to give the same one to the same person, so they're not going to have them to compare. So no one's going to know that I did one a little closer, one a little farther. They're going to two different people, and they're going to love them. So if you don't have this More Than Autumn bundle, get it. What are you waiting for? I would love for you to purchase it from me in my online store. And thanks for supporting me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for being there and supporting my business. I appreciate it, and I love giving you these ideas to use with the products that you purchase from me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but of course it's a live, and they usually go about this long. So thanks for hanging out. I will stay in the chat a few more minutes and talk with you guys. And thanks for being part of my live premiere tonight. Thanks. And don't forget, next Tuesday night also will be a live premiere, and I will actually be live in 2 days at 1 p.m. Eastern, and you'll actually watch me crafting and see me make mistakes in real time. All right, guys, thanks for being part of my live premiere tonight. Thanks for hanging out. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping. Don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe. Take care. You guys are the best.